Welcome, anime lily fans. How you guys doing? Legendary Dinosaurs, and I'm here as always with
Sam the Manga Man.
and we're here to live read and review. Time goes on the bottom of the description down below. We're here to do My Hero Academia for the week. Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 230, Fat Man's Parade. I'm pretty excited because last week we left off with a beautiful panel, beautiful cliffhanger, with Twice coming out with a whole bunch of duplicates out. So that's pretty amazing, right, Sam?
Oh, definitely, because last chapter was like the killing joke, almost in that sort of way. Dabi, we learned about Dabi's history, his real past, his psychological stuff, but now he's gotten over it. Now he's ready to give out bad days to everybody.
Hell yeah. So, like Sam said, let's just get straight to it. As always, by commenting down your thoughts about this chapter, like the video, and if you want more anime daily content, subscribe as well as always. Other than that, let's get straight to our live reaction. We're here in the first page. We're here I have about my quirk double. I can multiply it up to at two things at once. It can turn one thing to two, and finally, anything created by it's weaker than the original. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Even 2 is even weaker than 1. Until 1 disappears, nothing new can be created. Sorry, Shiraki, I can't do it. I can totally do it a piece of cake. Once all conditions are met, the overpowered quirk. In order to use double, I need to both data and a mental image. I don't have any data on this, and I can't form a mental image either. So I won't be able to mass produce these bullets for the Yakuya. Sorry for not being able to help. Sorry for always dragging everyone down. Everyone here was kind enough to accept me, even for so long now. I've always wanted to return the favor.
Let's go Twice. It's time for a massacre. Quick, we need to help Skeptic Sama. Be careful not to kill Double. Unlimited Twice works. Sad Man's Parade.
Wow, that's a lot of Twice. Wow.
They almost look like Heartlesses.
Yeah, they do in the old blackness. Yeah, I agree with you. Attack, kill them all. Ha! He punches. Ha! Ha! And then that's it. Oh wow, they went around the whole town.
He made an entire horde. Look at that. He actually overcame his psychological trauma. Mr. Skeptic, looks like your predictions were off. I must say, it's pretty rare to see you fail. And then he just pretty much packs everything up, leaves an elephant. Fail? Whatever are you talking about, Redistro? I have only failed once in my life. Just once in all my life. Please retract those words. This isn't a failure. It's just the cue to my next move. Ah, that's the spirit, Skeptic. Scoop, scoop.
He overcame his trauma. Yeah, some incredible doctors. Too bad. Once their shackles are gone, anything is possible for them. At the very least, you have lost your advantage in numbers. Yes, but we have the quality. Isn't that enough? Acrovapia?
Okay, we're back to the Dabi and the Yeti fight card?
Yeah.
Dabi, Mr. Compressed Twice is here to save the day. It's time for a massacre! Move aside! Ow! Ow! Dabi! Come straight! Toga-chan, die! Hey, are you boys both alive? Compressed, let them all have it. Kill Savior is here. There's still plenty more to come. The Savior is here. Just stepping on my feet! Can you shut up? What happened to your trauma? I destroyed it with the power of love and I've got no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds like a hero story to me. Aren't you supposed to be a villain? If my friends are villains, it's only natural that I save them. That's right. You tell them. Damn it, I'm so quotable. I don't have many friends. That's why you're all important to me.
And head over. Others. Me. Is this the only city for Infamous? I'm pretty sure I said that I can manipulate all ice. Oh, I see now.
I can also manipulate the temperature of ice. If I send some ice into the sewers, then lower its temperature, all the water beneath us freezes and becomes my domain. You should have done that from the start. It pisses me off. The ultimate goal of the Liberation Army is to establish a society where your social status is determined by the strength of your special abilities. Simply put, powering up your ability is no different from survival.
If you don't have a strong special ability, why bother living? Well, that's a sad die. You're the one who will be dying here, leader of the blue flames. Your body has been reeking of burnt flesh for a while now. Next
Observing your opponent to identify their limits is the bare minimum. And judging by that peeling burnt skin of yours, you can't fight for very long, can you? Your body can't stand your own flames. Oh shit, everything's melting. You see it twice melted. That AoE attack. He's even taken his own guys. In any case, that ice guy, he's definitely an outlet letter. I'd like for him to take on Makia for us, but Dabi, haha, that's quite the cheap strategy you've got there. If you all die here, it'll make all for one look back. Hey now, your master successor has been working hard at the expense of his sleep. Makia, slam. A great force awakens and it becomes a great disaster. My Hero Academia number 230 ends.
All right, so this is pretty interesting. Live reaction, and now let's get to a review section right now. So this is pretty interesting because I want to say one thing. It seems like that we have my man himself, the ice guy, the Yeti that we call. People theorizing that he is Natsuo, the brother of Todoroki, the son of Endeavor. So people assume that that's Natsuo, that in the Joint of Liberation Army with the hoodie, the ice power, just like Todoroki. So that's a good theory, and I think I'm starting to believe it. That's true with the way he speaks, with the way he speaks to Dabi.
I don't know. I'm a little skeptic about that. If that's true, that means because we also know Dabi is somehow related to Todoroki and Never as well, or somehow related or know each other for some reason, but we don't really necessarily know that. That means Dabi would have also known that that's also Natsuo as well, using his ice powers. So I'm pretty sure at least both of them realize they're fighting against their own brother in opposite size and position, that sort of way.
Well, it's hard to tell because remember, like here in the panel, we just see his eyes and everything. So I don't know in probably in a good 2-3 years from now, in the anime, they're gonna show more of a color scheme and show his face a bit more. But right now, from what we could assume, that we can't really see his face, so it's hard to tell from what we could see or guess of how the guy thinks of who Dabi is. So we don't know if Dabi himself knows who the person under the hood is. So that's a curious thing.
Because remember, it never wasn't a great father, and what he will never care. He only cares about the sons and daughters that has his powers, the only fire ability, because that's all he knows. If you have ice, forget you. I don't need you. Leave you right there, whatever. But then it's fire. That's his main element. He will know what to do with it, and he would train his kids harshly and other stuff like that. It seems with Dabi, he's been through even a worse situation where he can't withstand his own flames. Apparently, we've learned that he gets burned every time he uses his blue flames.
Yeah, because if you guys know science, blue flames is one of the strongest flames.
Yeah, it's the hottest flame.
So it makes sense why Dabi's skin is like this. So it really makes type of sense now why Dabi's skin has been burnt like that. That could be the case why he's all burnt with scars. That could be some type of theories that he actually has burnt himself with throughout the years because of his own flame. So that could be a curious thing. But it makes sense now why Dabi don't always go full out, because when he does, he hurt himself at the same time.
Yeah. And like pretty much he made like a whole floor of lava because apparently some of the Dabis have melted.
Twice, you mean? Some of the twice has melted.
I'm sorry, yeah. Some of the twices have melted, and pretty much you made the entire battlefield yours. But definitely is interesting. It's still a fire against ice kind of thing. But in this ice guy, he's fighting his power. He gets power up because it's based on his survival, like survival of the fittest, basically.
Agreed. And with the battle of the fittest, I do want to go back to Skeptic versus Twice. Skeptic looks like he got not mad. He like, retract your words, Redestro, of saying that I have failed. I never have failed, and if I have failed, it's only been once. So please retract your words. So that's pretty interesting of how he says that. So it's really fascinating of how he says that I've never failed. And his eyes and his veins like really went in the type of psycho mode.
I kind of really like it because it's like with Twice, he multiplied himself so much that he literally like flooded the entire town of himself. It kind of reminds me like having Deadpools in all the universes all into one place and stuff like that. But this is definitely cooler. Because with Deadpool and Twice, they're unpredictable. You can never predict what they're gonna do or guess how they're gonna do it and all that other stuff. And that's really bad for a person like Skeptic, because he's the kind of guy that would plan every single move and figure out thinking that he got it easy. He's just very pissed right now. He didn't see this coming, and the only way he's trying to do is like adapting and try to move to the next step. But I don't think it's gonna do him much, because when you have someone that's crazy, they're unexpected. They will kill you in the most craziest way, and you won't even know it.
And Twice quirk is very interesting from like the way he explained it, the way they give explanation of how why he couldn't replicate those bullets for the Yakuza. And I explained that he has to be both good in mind and in physical body for him to actually do what he wants. And I just love that image of him just going down and just going crazy and saying like, ah, like it just makes him look like he just went through hell. And for him to be perfectly in sync, he just made all those thousands of Heartless out and go attack everybody throughout the whole town. So that's pretty insane.
And this was another thing, is that when more you duplicate, the weaker they become. So, but it doesn't really matter if you're gonna flood the entire city. So
correct. So like the more thousands you have more the numbers. You don't have the quality of them, but you have the quantity. So the more overrun you can, you'll have a harder disadvantage of trying to take them out. Yeah. So it makes sense.
Basically, but then when you have more quality, you can have like 2, 3, or as much as you want against that one quality per person. So
yeah,
I think that's fine. That
so next week chapter, we're gonna get Makia coming out to the forefront of the battle. So that's pretty interesting, because the doctor said, I cannot have you guys dying. So let's see what happens and what occurs. So this is a pretty good chapter. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, technically, I think Shigaraki was going to use Makia later on to help fight for them and use them to ambush anyway. I guess the doctor has helped speeding up the process by waking him up.
Yeah, because he feels like the tides has turned, but he don't want it to go back to where they're kind of at disadvantage. So the doctor's trying to, like you said, trying to speed the process up. Like, hey guys, I need you guys to win much faster, because we trying to win the reputation and everything like that. Because all for one, we cannot have him look bad. So it makes total sense.
So yeah, this will be great. We're gonna have Gigamakia into this fight. Now we're gonna see a giant monster Hulk taking down the Liberation Army.
Yeah, so guys, comment down below your thoughts about this chapter. What do you guys think about it? Are you excited about it? What are your theories? What are your thoughts about this chapter? You're curious to know of what Mike is going to do about Twice. So let's know what we got started about this chapter. Give us your theories. Let's have a discussion down below. Join the Discord server as well. As always, guys, like the video as well. And subscribe if you want more Anime Lily content as always. And don't forget, guys, we have a podcast every week. If you have seen, also on the podcast network of ours on everywhere, Podbean and everything else. Follow us on Twitch, like page, Twitter, IG, and everywhere else is in the description down below. All the links are down below. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time on the next video.
Peace.